How are you today? Joyful. Why are we joyful? Because Jesus is in our hearts. Amen. If the poor beggar outside the church does not move our hearts, then our prayers inside the church will not move the heart of the one who waits for us. Dear brothers and sisters, today the liturgy is inviting us to reflect about our balancing spirituality. The prayer that I do inside the church must be reflected in the action outside the church. And the action outside the church must be reflected in my prayer inside the church. That's when I become a fertile disciple or fertile Christians in the vineyard of the Lord. If my prayer and my action do not go hand in hand, then I am called sterile Christian. Pope Francis would beautifully say, if I don't practice what I pray inside the church, then I'm not a true Christian. I am a fake or false Christian. Jesus is telling us, if we truly obey the will of the Lord and we practice the will of God in our daily lives, then we are like a house built on a rocky foundation. If my life inside the church and outside the church are, in two different ways, then I am like a man or I am like a person who is built on a sandy foundation. When challenges, hardships come on my way, I am shattered, buffeted, and broken and collapsed. Dear brothers and sisters, we are all here to grow in the love of the Lord and to know His will. His will is love, loving Him and loving His people outside. When we truly listen to His word and do His will and love like Him, then the Father would love us, and the Father, Son, and the Spirit, three of them would come and remain in us. We become the shelter of the presence of the Trinitarian God. And that's when we become people who are prosperous, fertile, and cherishing, flourishing with the grace of the Lord, witnessing Him in our daily lives. Therefore, dear brothers and sisters, let us be very particular about making our prayer our life and making our life as our prayer. God bless you all. May the name of God be glorified. Amen.